The Fiscal Responsibility and Tax Refund Commission met for the second time to formally present the administration's Deficit Reduction and Fiscal Reform Plan. According to GITA Administrator Carl Pangilinan, the report, which is in response to public law, provides a snapshot of issues ranging from expenditure patterns and revenue collections to unfunded mandates of the federal government.
It's kind of a variation of a playbook. I think it's, like I said, a lot of relevant information and a lot of information that we can use and recommendations that we can use moving forward to address this deficit.
These recommendations deal with eliminating such a deficit to pay for tax refunds in a timely manner, along with making tough decisions in order to begin budgeting properly. BBMR Director John Rios, meanwhile, says the report was informational, but also addressed how to possibly reduce the deficit.
That they understand that we're trying to show some fiscal discipline and control spending. And if you look at some of the revenue projections that we showed on the report, we showed a growth rate of 2%, and that's being very conservative.
Vice Chair of the Commission, Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz, reiterated the need to ensure that all fees are collected appropriately to possibly offset costs and had concerns relative to qualifying certificates and the governor's cost-cutting measures.
And I implore you to really look at that bleeding out before we start talking about laying off people. I cannot, overemphasize that has to be absolutely the last thing that we do.
He says his research has shown nearly $600 million, and when added with unfunded federal mandates, totals at over $1.2 billion, which is a bit more than the current deficit.
No other state in the nation would tolerate the treatment and not being reimbursed properly for these services. And I'm glad to see that it was the sentiment of the commission members to move forward on possibly taking some legal action to be able to look at recouping some of this.
The commission accepted the report, where it will then be transmitted to the legislature. The report is a component of the Fiscal Stabilization and Sustainability Plan that the commission is currently working on and expects to be completed in the next month or two. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.